Hello everyone, this is JLS1114. I want to talk about love, basically. Now we all hope in life, no matter who we are, that we would find that special someone in our life. Well, there is a big debate that is looked at in three different ways, which is, what about if it's someone who's disabled? Are they better off with someone who's disabled like them? Are they better off getting someone who is able-bodied? Or does it really not matter at all? Well, in this video I want to investigate that and talk about it in all three of those ways. Especially me being disabled myself. Well, I know people who feel that, a part of their agenda of looking on the search of looking for a significant other, they do have it on their list that they want someone who is able-bodied even though they're disabled. Let me start there. And the reason why, some people say, is because they want someone who can help them out. For instance, some people with some disabilities, including my type, can't drive. So they want someone who can drive. Or just someone who overall can help them out better. And in some cases, some parents of people who are disabled, including mine, I feel anyway, that came out and said it, like some other people that I know that bluntly have came out and said it, but I believe they think that way, that they would rather us be with someone who is able-bodied, because in a sense they want someone who would take care of us, so they don't have to worry about us. If something happens to them, we're married and we have someone who can take care of us, and they don't have to worry. So that tends to be that view on that level of that aspect of that. And then I know those who are disabled and just rather be with someone who is disabled like them. And the reason is because they want someone who they feel that they can most relate to someone who's disabled just like them. And goes through a lot of stuff that they do, or if they feel a certain way, they understand for the most part, and feel that someone who is able-bodied can't possibly understand what they're going through. And some people end up feeling that way because their own families don't even understand, and they live with them, so how do they expect somebody else who was able-bodied, who didn't even really know them, to do that? And another thing is, it's really hard to find an able-bodied person who will be friends with someone who's disabled. I've seen my own experience. Never mind someone who they're going to go on and date. And that's why they feel the way they do. Going back though for a minute to the abled and the disabled type of couple, I know some able-bodied people who do date disabled, and there are some people who are really nice who genuinely don't look at that person as disabled. They just got to know them as a normal human being and like their personality and the way they looked, and just genuinely love them for them and just there for them. And like I said, they don't see their disability, they see a person. But unfortunately, in my experience, there's not enough of those people out there. So I just wanted to say that. So anyway, those are those views. And then there's the way I feel. And some other people that I know feel this way too. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Love knows no discrimination, no prejudice. If you love someone, you fall in love with someone, you truly like who they are, their personality and everything, it should not, in my opinion, be a part of, okay, well, what I'm looking for, I want someone who's able-bodied or disabled. I mean, you just, I don't think you should think like that. I think if you like them, you like them. You know, don't let that simple if they're able-bodied or disabled stop you from going out with them. If you're really genuinely falling in love with them, don't stop your heart because of it. That's not real love. If you love somebody, you love somebody. Me, I don't care if you're disabled or able. If I really genuinely like who you are, I really genuinely like you. I will be honest and say, everybody I have dated has been disabled. And it just happened that way. I'm open to dating anybody if you're able or disabled. But it just happened that way. I have trouble making friends who are able-bodied, never mind disabled. Who are able-bodied, taking me seriously. Never mind dating someone who is able-bodied. And I just really haven't came across anybody who is able-bodied that would date me. So everybody I've dated have been disabled, just the way it just has happened. But either or, I would definitely date. Not looking right now, but I'm taken. But I'm just saying, it really wouldn't matter to me. Either or, either way, you know. So, let me know what you think of this. Most of you watching this are probably able-bodied, most likely. Which is another reason why I'm putting this video out there. How do you feel about this? Be honest. I want your honesty. Do you feel that all disabled people need to stay with someone who's disabled? Could you, I also wondered, could you, as an able-bodied person, ever see yourself dating someone who's disabled? Could you randomly just let your heart go out and really like that person, and then find out they're disabled, and, you know, would that stop you? Does it matter to you? I don't think it should, like I said, but I want your all honesty. And be nice about it. You know, I want your honesty. If you really don't think you could ever look past somebody's disability and you can never do that, then let me know. I want some full honest feelings about this. But I would like to know. But do it with taste is basically what my point is. Be very tasteful about it. You can be, you know, don't be really rude about it. Oh my god, me date someone who's disabled, huh? That's fine. You know, don't be cruel about it. I want you to be honest, but not cruel. There's a nice way of putting it. Well, I honestly don't think I could look past that. I just don't have the time to deal with that. You know, be very, very honest. I definitely want that, but please, don't be a real jerk about it, please. We can talk about these things with being nice, but being completely frank with one another. Okay? So anyway, any questions or comments on this? Mostly, definitely welcome. That's how we're gonna all learn from one another. If we communicate. So I'm definitely looking forward to people's comments. Thank you again, and have a nice day.